I promise I won't say much, but I promise that I will say something, and this will be at the start of every video this week, because I've just been staring at the screen for 20 minutes after writing the title A Week in Review, and it's important to say something. So if you don't want to watch that, I'll leave a timestamp in the videos. You can skip ahead, you don't need to watch anything I'm about to say. Or if I haven't written the timestamp because I've forgotten or I haven't done it yet, just get to the point where the camera's off, okay? I'm not going to blame you for skipping ahead, because, you know, we're here to get distracted, we're not here to do something else, I understand. I'm here for that too. And when the camera goes off, I'll stop talking about it. But I have to give a quick, I have to say a couple of things, basically. So, we can review for the real world quickly, and then we move on to the non-real world. This week, I've had a lot of lectures about history from Russian speakers, and I've had a lot of people telling me that what's happening is my fault. And all of this has happened, but more than anything, and this is the important part, more than anything, I've heard I'm sorry. And that breaks my heart. Because they don't just say that they're sorry for what's happened, they say things like they're sorry they're Russian. And that's very, very sad. On the other side of things, I've been accused of being a coward many times this week for not speaking out, for not doing more, for not stopping this somehow. I've been accused of being pro-war, which has been good fun. That's very easy to say when you live in a free country, where you can say whatever you want and you're a fully fledged citizen of said country. That's very easy to say, and I hope that that naivety stays with you for life, because that is a much more comfortable existence. And I wish you all the best. But more than anything, I've heard, how are you holding up? How are you? Are you safe? And I thank you for everybody who's asked me these questions. But do keep in mind, if you do ask me these questions, I'm going to give you a very real answer, so don't ask them unless you want that answer, please. The last thing I'll say is that last night, myself and two of my friends, a Russian and a half Russian, a half Ukrainian, were sitting in a cafe and then a pub. We had a very heavy conversation. We had a very, very loving conversation. But we sat there as brothers. And that's important to state. And I hope that will continue. I won't correct anything I've said. I won't say any more after this. That's all I'm going to say. Peace to everybody. I hope this stays far, far away from you. Alright, on to this week's rundown. One quick note, because the people who are watching need to know this, so if you've skipped ahead you need to actually know this a little bit. I'm not going to be announcing deaths. That's one thing that's not going to happen this week, because in the real world they're not being announced. And I can't in good conscience do it in this, so I'll do everything else as normal, but that's the one thing I won't do. Let's have a look at this week's ICBBL. And we'll start, as always, with our Bronze League. So, I've already forgotten how to do this. How do we do this? Yes, that's how we do it. We go from here. So, we'll start off in Bronze A. And I do know that some games haven't been played, and there's a good chance that I've probably missed some notes this week, to be honest, and I hope you'll forgive me for that. But I've done my best to compile all the notes. I double-checked them just before we started, but there's going to be some I've probably missed. It's just the way it is. So, 3 games have been played. I'm going to really struggle to remember who's who as well. I'm going to say that right now. Coaches are going to elude me more than usual today, and I'm probably going to misspeak on everybody's title. None of it is personal, just to make that absolutely clear. So, Kane's Pushers actually played against my team. I was playing against Stitches. Stitches? Yeah, Stitches. Stitches was great, and this game was so much fun. It was actually the most fun I've had all week, and we had a really good time. And as you can see, it finished in a very crazy way, 4-3. So my halflings managed to score 3 touchdowns, but Stitches did pull it out in the end. It was looking hairy for the Dark Elves for a little bit, but you know, he managed. El Tessie's Bile took on Gibbs's Canadian Welding Bureau, and Pesky Pestilent Pests under Catbus took on Power Ballads Meshuggah's Orcs Newt Nyanada. Sorry, my cat is trying desperately to distract me from being distracted, which is that's as meta as it gets. Come on, boy. Come on. Calm down. Okay, good boy. Sorry, he's a bit crazy for some reason. I don't exactly know why. So let's start off with Kane's pushes and tree trees then. We had 2 passes in this game, and overall lots of crazy things happened in this game. There was a lot of throw teammate on the halfling side as well, and overall, you know, it was really good. And even though I won't be announcing them, like in the real world as well, you can actually see them, and you know, they don't need to be announced. So they are on this page, you can see how many there are, but I'm not going to say anything about them. So Feral got man of the match, and Mustachio got man of the match, and Mustachio is probably my favourite halfling, so I'm really happy that he got man of the match, actually. And in terms of SPP, we got 16 on the side of Tree Trees, and we got 29 on the side of the Dark Elves. Thanks, DRP, thank you for hanging out, and thank you for your response as well, I appreciate it. Have a good day. So 29 against, what did I say? 16. Yeah. 29 against 16, that's what happened there. Great Rat Race still have to play just your regular humans. That will probably happen today, but I haven't been paying attention to scheduling, to be honest. I haven't really been paying attention to anything beyond making my notes today, if I'm totally honest, but I tried my best. So, in terms of Bile against Canadian Welding Bureau, we had 1 pass, and it was 2-0 to El Tessie and his Nurgle. HF, Hydrogen Fluoride? Okay, my chemistry sucks. But HF got man of the match, and MCAW got man of the match again. I think he's had it 3 weeks in a row. I might be going crazy, but he's at least had it 2 weeks in a row, I think. There was also a pass on this side as well, so lots of ball movement from these two. Lots of ball handling, lots of ball movement. So, 11-18 for Bile, and 6 for Canadian Welding Bureau, so a bit of a slow one for the Norseman, but the Nurgle came out of that pretty well overall, so that's good. And then Pesky Pestilence Pests took on Power Ballads, and Power Ballads managed to pull this one through. I may have said the wrong coach for this, to be honest. That's possible. I get this confused with the other Skaven team, so there's a chance that I said the wrong Skaven coach earlier. 2 passes from Skaven, nothing particularly interesting from Meshuggah and his orcs. Hey, Newt. No, you're fine. Black Death got man of the match, and November Rain got man of the match. So that's that side. 7 SPP for Pesky Pestilent Pests, and 19 SPP for Power Ballads. Let's have a look at the teams then, at least the teams that have played. So Meshuggah's Power Ballads won a slow dance. They've actually just cut their gold unless they ended up with 150 somehow. I guess that's also possible. Right, where are my notes? Because I need them now. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Bronze, A, Pesky, no, Power Ballads. 2 level ups. Love Bites again, because I think they had a level up last time. Yeah, because they picked up Piling On last time. They've had a level up again, and they've picked up what's this? Juggernaut. And November Rain picked up Mighty Blow. So Meshuggah's carrying on with his stand firm tactic, which is a very effective tactic from the way I've seen him use it. He makes very good use of stand firm, and that's going to continue with these orcs. And we picked up a Juggernaut, which I'm not sure why he's taken that actually. I suppose to avoid getting wrestled, that's probably part of it, so he doesn't get fouled. Yeah, I suppose there is logic behind it, but that's a bit of a weird one to me. And Power Ballads were playing against Pesky Pestilent Pests. I'm pretty sure I said Catbus, and I know that it is Catbus, but if I said Scooter, then you know it was a mistake. Pests who are both Pesky and Pestilent. What happened on this team? On this team, there was 1 level up from the MVP, and there was a loner who picked up MNG, so I guess the loner didn't make it. But where is he? Black Death picked up Wrestle, so we have a Wrestle Gutter. That's what happened there. Oh, I didn't say hi to chat, sorry. Hi chat, I skipped over that part completely. If anybody's in chat watching, I appreciate you being here, and anybody watching on YouTube as well, I appreciate you too. I just forgot to actually acknowledge chat, so hi. That's usually how I start, but I didn't do that today. So that was that one game. The Makarovich game hasn't happened yet, so I can't say anything about that with these two. I guess it's happening today, because these two generally are pretty reliable as coaches, so I guess that there will be a game. So Bile, under El Tessie, his Nurgle team, quoting since Season 24 Steel to Season 25 Bronze. We're still on 10 players. I think we've been on 10 players for a little bit now, and I think that's still the case. What happened in Bile? Bile. There were 3 level ups. So, H2CR04 picked up Mighty Blow, this Nurgle warrior. H3BO3 picked up Mighty Blow, this Pestigore. And HSBF6 picked up Mighty Blow, this Pestigore. So 3 lots of Mighty Blow got added to the team this week. 2 Pestigores and a warrior, which, you know, is makes the team a little more scary than it already is. And they, of course, were playing against Canadian Welding Bureau under Gibbs. I think I said it was Gibbs. I hope I said it was Gibbs. The Norse team. What happened to this team then? On this team, I have no level ups, but there are 1, 2, 3 injuries. Okay, so Needle Scaler and this guy picked up MNG. These two both have MNG. And the third guy, I guess, got fired. Borit Porlthur had a minus strength. And well, he had to be a lineman, I guess, unless he's replaced. No, he had to be a lineman because the SBP, there's no zeros, so a lineman got fired, basically. That's the third injury here. So that's what happened with those 2 teams. And then Tree Trees, my team. How many trees? Tree Trees! Tree Trees took a minus armor value on Baldy. And was it this week we had the level up? Or was it last week we had the level up? I think it was this week, but I didn't make notes. Yeah, I didn't make notes. I'm pretty sure Sturdy got his level up this week, and he's picked up Piling On. I did give chat the chance to choose my level up for me. Nobody did, and I decided, because he's armor busted anyway, may as well make him a meme. So he's a meme with Piling On. Piling On Halfling. That's what happened in that team. And we were playing, of course, against Kane's Pushes, Stitches. Push it real good. And I didn't make notes on this one either, which wasn't clever. I'm pretty sure the Witch Elf leveled up and got block. I don't think she had that before. Tackle was already there, Sidestep was already there. Maybe one of the linemen also leveled up, but I didn't make notes for some reason on this game, so... Looking at this team though, the only thing that changed I think is the Witch Elf, because I'm pretty sure she didn't have block, but I might be incorrect. Maybe she did pick it up last week and I'm just losing my mind, because that's quite a lot of SPP to be fair, so probably that one. Probably I'm wrong, because I don't think she picked up 15. That would be asking a bit much. Not impossible, but not very likely. Everybody else still has to play, so Makarovich against Cerrone and Scooter against Mr. Simmons V. These 2 games are probably happening today, but they haven't happened yet. So I guess I'm going to skip over those 2 for today. In terms of who's playing who next week, Scooter and his Great Rat Race take on Kane's Pushes, that's Stitches Dark Elves. Tree Trees, my Tree Trees. Way, I get a rematch against El Tessie, cool. My Halfling Tree Trees get to play against Bile. I've played Bile before as the Norse team, I think. Did we already play this game? We might have already played this game actually, because he may have been in Steel. No, he was in Bronze last season, yeah. I played against him as Norse, but I get to play against him as Halflings this time. Just your regular humans take on Pesky Pestilent Pests, so that's Mr. Simmons V against Kappas. Humans Skaven. Canadian Welding Bureau, Gibbs is Norse, take on Cerrone's Citadel of Chaos. And Meshuggah's Power Ballads take on Dread Incarnate Doomstack, Makarovich's Necromantic team. So, admin on admin action. It sounds like a match made in heaven, or like a really cheap movie. Anyway, so Meshuggah's at the top with 3 wins, and he's got a pretty solid standing at the moment with his orcs. Bile, Kane's Pushes are close behind, El Tessie and Stitches respectively, with 2 wins and 1 draw each. Dread Incarnate Doomstack may shoot to the top or stay in the second point as well, because he's got 2 wins, hasn't played his 3rd game. Citadel of Chaos, 1-0-1. You can see the table, but the main thing is I'm at the bottom with 3 losses. I think I put up a good fight against Kane's Pushes, I really do, but we did end up with nothing. I got crushed by the Orcs, that's for certain. And at this point, to be honest, I can't remember the first game. It was against Chaos, I think. I think I got crushed in that game as well. But the game against the Dark Elves, I think my Halflings put up a damn good fight, to be fair. And of course, that will be the clip at the end of the video for bronze. So you know, if you want to watch that video, then by all means follow the link that comes at the end of this YouTube video. Then we'll move on to bronze B then, and all games have been played here. Do I have notes on all games? All of them but one. There's only one that I haven't got notes on, so okay. One of them I'm going to have to kind of guess a bit, but still. So, Whoopstone Wazix, why do I always forget you? Shug Daddy, that's who it is. Shug Daddy and Skaven took on Blackwater Mischiefs, the Saimas Goblins? Yeah, I think so. And the Goblins won 2-1. That's impressive, actually. Game Slayers, We Rise As We Fall, took on Dark Country Outlaws, Undo's Dark Elves. Yeah, it's a Game Slayer and Undo. That would be nice. Crowley's Wood Elves took on Angus's Orcs Heavy Weapons, and Sour's Squad Ron. I can never say this sentence. Sour's Squad Ron. Sauron and his Chaos Dwarves, I think so. Took on Rolling Skulls, Evil Smoothie, and his Khemri. So that was the 4 matches. So in terms of Skaven, we had some fouling. That's always nice. That's about all that happened though. So Tim Skullduggery got the man of the match, and Red Leicester, my favourite cheese, got man of the match. There's some information about AD. I have a favourite cheese, and it's that cheese, Red Leicester. So 5, 9, 11, 17 for Blackwater Mischiefs, and 12 for Whoopstone Wazix. That's where the SPP stands. And We Rise As We Fall. We also had an expulsion, but we also had a pass, which is always good fun on Undead. It's never ever a good idea, but it's always good fun. And 2 passes from Undo's Dark Elves as well. So there was quite a lot of passing in this game, which is good. In terms of SPP, then we got 11-17. And I didn't say about the man of the match. I'll go back to that in a second. 10, 16, 18 for Dark Country Outlaws. And, whoops. Man of the match, Ivan the Maimer, White, and Evil Ways Blitzer. So two Blitzer rolls got man of the match here. And then Crowley's That Would Be Nice, the Wood Elf team. 1 pass. And Heavy Weapons Angus's Orc team, also 1 pass. So that's fun. And we ended in a draw. In terms of SPP, in terms of MVP, Mahogany Master, the War Dancer, and Morningstar the Blitzer got man of the match in both teams respectively. There was 8 SPP for That Would Be Nice, and there was 10, 12, 16, 17 for Heavy Weapons. So, you know, there's that as well. And then the last game, Sour's Squad Ron, Sauron's Chaos Dwarfs, where a Chaos Dwarf blocker got man of the match. Nothing interesting happened. And Evil Smoothie's Blitzra only pushes, also got man of the match, and nothing exciting happened here. 1-0 to Evil Smoothie though. 5 SPP for the Chaos Dwarfs, and 16 SPP for Rolling Skulls. So that's how that looks. Let's have a look at the teams. So we'll start off at the start with Dark Country Outlaws, Undo's... Oh, didn't these used to have a motto? Okay. Anyway, Undo's Dark Elf team. Notes would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Hold on, ID. Get your notes out. Where are they? There they are. They're at the top. No, they're not. The second. Nothing for the Dark Elves, apparently. I've got Nope and Nope, so nothing's changed on this team. It's the same as it was. It's alright. And they were playing against We Rise As We Fall. Yeah. Yeah. Why am I thinking that's wrong? No, that was right. I'm not going crazy. Okay. No team motto for Game Slayers We Rise As We Fall. There was 1 level up on CM2 the Elder, who is the top player I can see there, and that's all we got. So CM2 the Elder picked up Guard. Guard Mummy. Normal Mummy. Well, normal Mummy with plus movement, and break tackle, and block. Okay, not a normal Mummy at all. But the mummy finally has something normal on it. There we go. That's the way to say it. And yeah, I still enjoy watching the development of this team. It's interesting, and I love the fact that this face, like Fracture, has been niggled. That's my favorite thing, seeing this guy with half a skull and he's got a niggle, or he's got a minus armor, or he's got some kind of injury, but he's still going and he's still smiling. Look at the pretty guy. That's, you know, that's always really good to see. So yeah, just the guard up on Gameslayer. Then we'll have a look at Shugdaddy and his Warpstone Wazix. Squeak. And what happened here? So Bree and Red Leicester both leveled up. So we picked up Tackle on Bree, and we picked up Block on Red Leicester. Ah, my favorite is a lineman. That's a shame. My favorite cheese is gonna die. He's gonna cheese it. Oh, that was awful. You're welcome. And there were 2 injuries as well, so as they state. So Feta picked up minus armor, and Halumi picked up minus movement. They were both picked up this round. There's that. And of course, Shugdaddy were playing against Blackwater Mischiefs, the Goblin team, and the Goblin team managed to win somehow. So trick and treachery. I mean, I'm not surprised when Saimar wins, even when he's playing the underdog, but you know, still pretty big. So Daring Daryl and Tim Skullduggery both leveled up. Daring Daryl, I think the 3rd Poker, I think we established that last week, has picked up Sidestep. And who's the other one I said? Can I see him? Yeah, Tim Skullduggery. He picked up Sneaky Git, so we got a dirty player, Sneaky Git Goblin, which is the best kind of goblin, generally speaking. And Hans Trustworthy, I think, picked up MNG, but I'll just double check. Yeah, Hans picked up MNG, so there we go. That's what happened with the Goblin team. Alright then, and then we look at Crowley, and that would be nice. His Wood Elf team. So Mahogany Master obviously took an injury. That injury was something. There were no level ups on this team. He took MNG, so that's all that happened. No, it's not, because there's an injury here, but I haven't made a note of it. So also MNG? No. Yeah, sorry. Also MNG. I don't know why I said no. Yes. Both the guys that are out, they are out with this next game. So nothing more serious happened to the team. Alright. And I believe they played against the Orcs. Yes, they did. They played against Angus and his heavy weapons. Smash being the motto, which is the motto for quite a few Orc teams. What happened to Angus's Orcs then? Battleaxe, Morningstar, Tetsubo, and Brost. Jesus Christ, 4 level ups. Okay, so Battleaxe picked up Piling On. Morningstar picked up Mighty Blow. What else did I say? I said Brost picked up Dirty Player. And what was the 4th one? Tetsubo picked up Block. So Blackhawk, 2 Blitzers, and a Lineman picked up levels here. And Dirty Player, Block, Piling On, and Mighty Blow. Good on the Orcs. There were no injuries, just double checking? No. So, Sauron's, there they are. Sauron's squad, Ron, Sauer's squad, Ron. Yeah, Daka. Yeah, that's fine. That's clear. I don't know what this injury is going to be, so let's have a look. This injury is going to be a niggle. That sucks. So, Chaos Finder took a niggle. Let's see if I can figure out what's happened on this team. Pretty sure that was there already. One of these guys might have picked up Block. I don't remember there being Claw in this team actually, so I guess he picked up Claw. I don't know. I don't know what happened. The only thing I can say for certain is that this guy's niggled. So I don't know. This is how the team looks without notes. I can't clarify what happened to who and who happened to what. And they of course played against Evil Smoothies at Rolling Skulls. Nuffle giveth, Nuffle taketh. That he does. I'm pretty sure we had 2 lots of guard. Pretty sure that's the same. Pretty sure we had only 1 piling on, so I think this is a new piling on. I think the block already existed, and I think the dirty player already existed. So I think this piling on is new in the team. But again, I could be wrong, and you know. This goes for every week, to be honest, but if I miss something and you want to say it, by all means leave it in the comments. I'm welcome to corrections, I'm welcome to all kinds of comments, as I do put in the description every time. So, you know, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is a new piling on, and I will stand by that for now at least. Is that everybody? Yes. I went for everybody, yes. Okay, that's my mum. I'll write to her later. So next week, excuse me. The goblins under. Jesus. Better. Okay, the goblins under Saimar Blackwater Mischiefs take on Undo's Dark Country Outlaws, the Dark Elves, which is going to be a fun one. I don't think these two have played in a while actually, so that's going to be interesting to keep an eye on. Angus's Orcs take on Shug Daddy's Skaven. Evil Smoothie's Camry take on the Undead Under Gameslayer, and Sauron's Chaos Dwarfs take on Crowley's Wood Elves. So we got some interesting matchups here actually. There's not much in this one. The only one that's certain at the moment is Gameslayer at the bottom with 3 losses, unfortunately, but everybody else is kind of in a pliable position still. Obviously at the top we've got Smoothie and Angus, but Undo is pretty closely behind. Crowley is also still well within this, and Saimar as well has a respectable record. So, you know, with 4 weeks left, with 4 weeks left to go, a lot can change still. Alright then, and Bronze C. All games have been played, which is good. So, Krell's Orcs took on Fallen Glory's Underworld. Trick question. Spartak Nodal and his Elven Union took on Launcher and his Ogres. Sorry, I had a moment of forgetting who you were, but Launcher and his Ogres. And the Ogres won again. Jesus Christ, these Ogres. These Ogres are impressive. And the Rat Racers... Ah, shit. Okay. There's always going to be one that I forget, at least. Noise Brigade. How did I forget Noise Brigade? I don't know, but Noise Brigade's Rat Racers took on D-Man's Dwarfs. Skaven took on D-Man's Dwarfs, which is basically what dwarfs are supposed to do, and the Vermin Vanquishers, turns out that their name is not being lived up to. They lost to Skaven. And Wonderworld's the Amazon team under... oh, come on, I know who that is. Well, Meradrake, yeah? Yeah, Meradrake. Went against Nibbanon's Easy Mode, the Lizard team. Right, so, the Orcs against the Underworld. Just 1 touchdown each, that's basically all that happened. And Lars the Brutal, the Black Orc, got man of the match, and Goblin, the Underworld Goblin. You know, one of those goblins that have the name like Goblin, and there's Goblin, 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 and Goblin, just to confuse me, because Fallen Glory likes to confuse me. I think he really enjoys it. But Goblin the Goblin got man of the match. So we got 14 for the Orcs, and we got 20 for Underworld. And Spartak Nodal or Heis Devu Anime Rejects, there was a pass from their team, and there was also some fouling, which is always good fun. And the Blitzer got man of the match, which is what you want. He also leveled up off that, also what you want. And Einstein, the Ogre. The Big Brain Ogre. Well, I mean, compared to a human, all ogres have big brains, I guess, but they're not necessarily big compared to their body. Anyway, Einstein got man of the match as well, an Ogre. And there was an interception, so this pass... Oh no, there was a successful pass and a second pass that was intercepted, because I think... Yeah, it only counts passes that work, obviously. That would make sense. An expulsion as well on this side, so... I don't know. Einstein's complicated mathematics are leading this Ogre team to great success for some reason. Oops, wrong button. So we got 8 for a trick question, and we got 11, 15, 18 for Look at Them Pretty Clouds. Pretty. That was 1-0 to the Ogres. So the Skaven against the Dwarfs. The Skaven won 2-1 with a pass and an expulsion, so fouling again. And the Vermin Vanquishers didn't get an expulsion. That tells me that the Death Roller got taken out instead of being removed. So that's interesting. Skrulk, the Loner, got MVP, so we'll have a look to see if he stayed in the team. And Shatter the Storm, if I remember, and Shatter the Storm Vermin the Blitzer got MVP, but he just missed out on leveling up. So that's 12, and that's 18. So that's where we stand with SPP here. And lastly, Nibbanon's Lizardman went 2-0 against Meradrake's Amazons, 1 expulsion, and 1 pass and 1 expulsion for the Amazons as well. two friendly nations playing against each other. So Blitzer got MVP, and Saurus got MVP, and actually leveled up, so that's good news for easy mode. 12 for the Amazons, and 10, 15, 17 for the Lizards. So that's where that stands. Let's have a look at teams then. So, Rat Racers, Noise Brigade. This is actually where the MVP loner was, and it looks like it's him actually. So it looks like he did get taken into the team. So Live Fast, Die Young. Squawk, squawk, squawk. Nope, he didn't get hired. There's just a second one with the same face. This guy. So no, the MVP loner did not join the team. So what are my notes? I didn't actually check if I had notes on. I don't have notes on one game here, but I do have notes on this one. So just Squilk, this guy. Just this guy got MNG. That's the only thing that happened this week on this team. Nothing else to report. Nothing else important, at least. And of course, Noise Brigade were playing against the Dwarfs, Vermin Vanquishers, under D-Man. We heard about the rat problem. And what do I have for this team then? I have skills for the Skill Throne as a level up, and that's it. So, got Guard on another Longbeard. We've got 4 lots of Guard now. The Longbeard line is beginning to exist. And Guards with Dwarfs are the worst kind of Dwarfs. Nice and boring. D-Man, you're supposed to be breaking the mold, not shaping it. Oh well. Good for him. And then we'll have a look at Spartak Noodle. Noodle, sorry. No, Noodle. It is Noodle. Spartak Noodle, yeah. Or Heisterview, who confuses me by being somebody who's not from Germany with a German-sounding name. Morning, I heard Skulls for the Skulls Throne. Also, hi Deadshaws, how are you doing? Good morning. It's afternoon, I think, for me now, but still. Yeah, it's just turned afternoon. Thank you. I should point out that anybody who wants to support me, I don't actually think you can at the moment, but I appreciate the sentiment. I'm sorry. Oh, finance has been hard. I appreciate it. Okay, so right, where was I? I was looking at a trick question. That's what I was doing. So there was a level up on one player, Clemens Glue. He picked up Mighty Blow, so he picked up a double even, which is really good. I don't care, they paid for it 3 months ago, I still appreciate it. But that's all that happened on this team, otherwise this team is in the same position as it was. And they of course were playing against, look at them pretty clouds, the Ogres, who managed to win their game somehow. So look at them pretty clouds. Wood is the motto here. Einstein got man of the match, but he didn't manage to actually level up, so that's a shame actually. But still, he looks very happy about it, as you can see in his picture. And Rasputin. Sorry, that's kind of funny to me at the moment. Rasputin leveled up and picked up Guard, which is kind of interesting. And there were a few injuries. Son of Snot Rocket got niggled, that's this one, so he's not long for this world, and this one got MNG, so that's also an injury. Nothing too serious there though, nothing worth reporting on. And that's it for this team, that's all the updates that they've gotten, basically. Alright, what else we got? We got Maradreg's Wonderworld, sorry, so kill them all the time as hard as ice cream. And I don't have notes on this team apparently, so whoops. What's happening with this team then? Is there anything I can say? I don't think she had block last time. I think she was just a dirty player, though I might be wrong. And the tackle might be new. I think the Frenzy already existed. Yeah, I don't know. So, Maridrag, if you're watching for whatever reason, then by all means, let me know. And they were playing against the Lizards, of course, led by Nibanon, easy mode. I don't have notes again, so there's an injury here. How bad was it? It was a miss next game, and the MVP actually leveled up. I know that for a fact. I don't remember who it was, but one of these Sorai did not have block before, and they do have block now, so that definitely happened. Pretty sure the diving tackle existed, pretty sure the sidestep existed, and pretty sure that this guy was already leveled to the stage he's at, so that's all the same, otherwise. How are you, Deadshores? Is it the end of your holiday now, or is the holiday still going? I forgot to ask you, sorry. And shout out to Deadshores as well, so anybody who is not aware of this fantastic man, by all means go check him out. He's a Dutch streamer who plays Minecraft, Sea of Thieves, and Dungeons 3. He streams every Wednesday and Friday. Usually I'm with him on Wednesdays. I don't know if it'll be this week, but usually I'm at least hanging out in chat. And if you're not already following him, then go give him some love. Who else we got left? Did them. Krell and Fulgore, I think. Today's the last day, so I'll be going to the pub in 4 hours again. Eat, sleep, drink, repeat. Okay, awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're having a good time. So, Krell's ICBBL Orcs with Orkanda Forever. Yeah, lots has happened on this team. So, what do I have in terms of notes? Krell, no level ups. That's a shame, but we do have some injuries. So, I've just said Black Orc Blocker. I didn't actually say what his name was, but Black Orc Blocker, this guy, I guess, has got MNG, because I didn't write down his name. Up and Coming got minus agility, and Dr. Zetok got minus movement. So that's what happened on the Orc team. And Full and Glorious Thunderstruck. Thunder! Something happened to Goblin the Goblin, I'm sure, but I don't know which Goblin the Goblin the Goblined. So, you know, Goblin the Goblin. That's it. And did anything else happen? No. And I think that's every team. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So next week, this week I should say, not next week, this week, the Underworld led by Full and Glory Thunderstruck are taking on the Rat Racers, the Skaven led by the coach who leads the Skaven, Noise Brigade. A trick question: Spartak Nordals, Elven Union or Anime Rejects take on Wonderworlds, the Amazons led by Maridrag. Krell's ICBBL Orcs, surprisingly the Orcs led by Krell, take on Nibanon's Lizardmen easy mode. And look at them pretty clouds, the Ogre team that continues to be very impressive, led by Launcher, take on Vermin Vanquishers. That's going to be a tough one, but they've pulled out of worse things. The Dwarfs under D-Man. It still makes me feel sick to say Dwarfs under D-Man, to be honest, for multiple reasons now that I think about it, but not because of the reason that just went through my head, but for the reason in general that D-Man is playing Dwarfs. So Nibanon and Krell sit at the top at the moment with 2 wins and a draw each. Full and Glory is close behind with 1 win and 2 draws. Then we got D-Man, Noise Brigade and Launcher in the middle, and Maridrag and Hideaview sitting at the bottom, but Hideaview has actually just joined the league, and I guess he's picked up at least one of these, so yeah. That's actually going to be everything for Bronze. So if you are watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. I'm not going to make I don't think, at least, I'm going to make an edit afterwards. I hope I won't. So I'll say peace, and thank you for watching on YouTube. Well, that didn't help. That didn't help at all, actually. But alright, we'll put some We'll put some pressure on his balls. I mean, on the ball. Nah, I liked it better the first time. We'll put some pressure on his balls.